We're here in Morgantown, West Virginia at Sportsman's Emporium, and this is How to Begin Bow Hunting, Episode 3. Today I'm going to show you how to pick out your bow, get your draw length figured out, pick all your accessories, and start shooting for the first time. I hope this video walks you through everything you need to know to buy that bow, get set up, and have some fun shooting archery. Let's check it out. Hey, it's Brody here with Wahlow, and on this channel we bring you unbiased hunting product reviews, tips, tactics, and other information to help you find total success in the field. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and for more information about today's products, check the show notes below. So we're inside the Sportsman's Emporium in Morgantown, West Virginia, and I'm here with my good friend Mike.
Hey Brody,
it's good to see you, Mike. So we're trying to introduce new bow hunters to buying their first bow, and I think one of the most important things at first is draw length. So could you show me how you set up a beginner with his first draw length? How would you set him up?
Basically, the first step is we want to determine your wingspan.
Okay.
So you just have them stand there with your arms out, palms towards me. You have to take measure over their middle finger.
Okay.
And then you take a measurement across their chest. You're measuring right at about 72 inches.
Okay.
We have a chart made up back here that tells me you're just a little longer than 28-inch draw.
Okay.
So I'd probably start you out 28.
Okay.
Ultimately, it's about how it feels when you draw the bow back, but this is a good beginning.
Okay. So great. So you're going to get measured up. There's a little calculation there, and so I'm around 28 inches. So any of you beginners that come in, make sure you find the pro staff here and have them help you out and get you measured. So next we need to go pick out a bow. So I'm primarily going to whitetail hunt. I'm in the northeast region, and Mike, could you show us some bows kind of geared towards whitetail?
Start out with some package bows that are a little lower end, but they come with all the accessories. Okay. Basically, you get what they want to give you. That's the real entry-level package, and then they go up through a little higher end mid-range packages, and then you go up into the really more advanced stuff. You're buying a bare bow, a bare bow with no accessories on it, and then you fit it up with whatever accessories you would like to put on it.
So basically these first packages you showed us, it's basically a sight, it's a stabilizer, it's a rest. The three, maybe a quiver, something like that.
Right,
some
correct.
of the basic accessories, okay. All right, and then you do have some Pro Series bows in the front?
Yeah, on this side over here we have the Bowtech line of bows. Okay. And same thing, starting out with the Bowtechs, we would get into something like the Carbon Icon, which is a little more advanced entry level. Okay. The new Convergence just came out, is a step up above the Carbon Icon, and then we get into the Reigns and the Realms, which is the more advanced bows in the Bowtech.
Okay, so basically you come into the shop, talk to a guy like Mike, he will fill you in on the different price ranges and what the bow can do, feet per second, the speed of the bow, the poundage of the bow, the draw length. There's all different setups for these bows, and most importantly, you got to get that draw length figured out, and then if you're a beginner, you're not going to be able to pull a really heavy poundage bow, so that's where we kind of lean on a guy like Mike to direct us. Bowtech Realm SR6, I've been checking out this bow for a long time, and I finally decided that this is the one I wanted. So I don't recommend everybody buying a Pro Series bow their first time. I've been shooting for over 13 years now, so I kind of lean towards the nicer, newer, high-end bows. But we're going to set this bow up. Mike's going to do it for us. We're going to talk you through everything you need to know, and after we do that, we're going to go sling some arrows. So right here we've got a Doinker 8-inch stabilizer. This is a Trophy Ridge React V5 sight. I've got a QAD Ultra Rest. It's a Bowtech specific Ultra Rest for the Bowtech brand. I've got a Trophy Ridge 5-spot quiver to hold my arrows. This is a little wrist sling. You don't have to have one of these, but I always like to use them on my bows. And then I've got my, can't remember the name, my True Fire release. I've been using that for a couple years. I love it. And my Easton Axis arrows. Mike, so I love coming to a pro shop and having guys work on a bow. They actually know what they're doing, but can you kind of walk me through the basics of what you try to do with a rest like that? Why is it important to have a guy like you that knows what he's doing set that up for me?
Well, you hit it on the head. You want somebody that knows what they're doing. You know, I've been doing this for 25 years, and I've got a pretty good idea of what's going on. I wasn't selling golf clubs yesterday, and you know, I've put a few of them together. It's just you want the confidence of knowing when you go out there that it's been done right.
My arrow's gonna fly true, right?
That's up to you. Basically what we're doing right now, we had a laser to shoot the center shot on the bow, which is basically your distance out from the riser, so that your arrow is setting right in front of the power stroke of the string.
Okay.
That was the first step. Now we've already done the initial setup before the camera came back on. We've already set the draw length, and very important on just about any bow, you want to get your cams rolled over so the timing is right. So we've already adjusted the cam lean. We've roughly set the timing on the cam, but we'll have to finish that after we get the rope loop, kiss our button, and make sure all that's right.
So what he's doing now is actually setting up what they call a D-loop. So this is where you're gonna clip your release on. You always have to put a bow in a bow press when you're working on a peep sight or anything on the strings. Maybe Mike can explain this a little bit better, but there's so much tension on this bow to shoot that arrow that unless you press these limbs together, that string's too tight to do any work on it. Unless you have a bow press at home and you know what you're doing, there's no chance.
And a butter knife and a screwdriver are not acceptable alternatives.
In these Pro Series bows, you don't want to try to work on them yourself. So he's mounting the wrist sling and the doinker stabilizer. Basically what it's called, it stabilizes your bow after every shot, and it keeps a little weight on the front end of the bow. So it just balances out the bow. Mike is finishing up this peep sight, and I'm super excited. We're gonna go shoot this new SR6. So we just finished setting up the new SR6. It looks awesome, it feels awesome. Now I'm gonna take a shot and see how it feels. First thing you wanna do, get your legs facing that target. You don't have to be directly in a line with your two legs. You can be slightly open, but you wanna be comfortable and you want your body to be facing that target. Next thing, you just wanna find a consistent anchor point and get in that peep sight and aim into that larger sight and hold steady and make sure you breathe. So there you have it. The Bowtech SR6 is set up and ready to go. I want to thank everybody here at Sportsman's Emporium, Mike, Brent, Brad, all the guys. Great shop, great guys. If you're a beginner and you're ready to start bow hunting, get to your local archery shop, ask as many questions as you can, and get in there and get fitted and kind of walk through this video. We showed you different accessories and a little bit about form. We'll have more about form in the next video, but archery is a great thing, so share the video. Let's try to get more people out into the sport, and check back next time for more how to start bow hunting.